Hi Taurus, welcome to your energetic weather forecast for October 16th through the 22nd of 2022. This is just a little check-in in between the lunar forecasts, but I think they're pretty effective and I really like them. So let's have a look at what your energetic internal fiery impulse is for the week. You have the Six of Wands, which is victory in group situations. It's a victorious person leading other people on to even more victory. I do feel like there'll be some energetic balance in your life, in your physical body, and your manifestations. I do think that you have reached a pinnacle, or you are almost reaching a point where you've seen some good results and you are beckoned on further to finish out the cycle. You're at 6, so you want to get all the way to 10. But 6 is balance, and so it's kind of like over the hump. So our energy is over the hump. It feels good. We're feeling balanced. We're ready to move ahead. And we may have had a bit of a victory internally, but externally as well. There may have been something really great happening in your life. On an emotional level, you have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is the joining of two opposite forces. So emotionally, I would say you could run hot and cold. I would also say that there is a unification with your emotions. I do feel like there may be some RX needed for on an emotional level, but it's two, so there's still some balance there. But with the lion, with Caduceus, for me, there's some reparations that need to happen still. And one of the things that I hadn't noticed before is that they have a very serious look on their face. I mean, they don't really look like there's an intensity there, I would say. And for me, I feel like the more female passive energy has a bit of a harder stare than I would say that male electric outgoing energy. So there's the two energies that are trying to find some balance within. It's that passive and that outgoing, but the passive seems to be a little bit more intense and possibly a little more angry. So that female side of you, that more passive side, the magnetic part of you or within you, just seems a little bit more intense. I think they both have some intensity in their eyes, but I think she looks just a little more direct, if I would say that. And so there might be some, on an emotional level, some very direct outpourings, if you will. But things are trying to find healing on an emotional level. They're trying to find equilibrium. Okay? For the energy of the mind, your mental capacity, it looks like you are in a bit of a resting mode. Not completely. This is a physical rest, but mentally we are preparing and planning. Meditation would be good, or some mindfulness, I would say. Meditation is it's a long road to hoe, I would say, but mindfulness is easier. And I do think you want to be mindful. I don't know that you know what action to take just yet, and that's why I think we're in the planning stages. And I say that because we're in a very gray field here. There is some light coming through the window, some color, and that is, I would say, somebody in a better position to help somebody in a, I would say, a lesser position, or somebody's asking for help, that kind of thing. So there might be somebody, or you might be planning on asking someone for help, or planning to with this energy. It's bringing some color in So somebody may be giving you some direction where plans are concerned. Okay. I do think you could use a physical rest, but this is talking about your mental agility. And so I would say that mentally, even mentally, I think you have to be mindful of your physical. But let's see what's going on a physical level for you. And this one is the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of conversation physically, that I think this can be community at large or a smaller community, meaning your family, and how further out that goes for you is obviously up to you, but Ten of Pentacles is definitely about community. I do think that we're looking on a physical level on reaching out to members or people or that sort of thing. And there can be some financial negotiations. You could be talking to people about mental health or your physical health. You can be reaching out to healers, doctors, etc. I do think the dogs are really catching my vision. So I do think that pets will be a big thing this week. It could also be the health of a pet that you are not necessarily concerned about, but are looking out for, kind of thing. And I also feel like there can be people who are reaching out to you for information. It could be somebody, it's definitely an elder for me because of this person that's kind of jumping out to me right now. I do feel like there's an elder, somebody older, somebody who's a little bit more knowledgeable or has been through the ropes, and who would have some really good advice for you. You might be looking into them. With the Ten of Pentacles, the 10 is obviously the limit. So I think you are on a physical level feeling pretty good, very healthy. It would be great to get outdoors and to find some rest and healing there if you can. And I really do feel like there is this need to reach out to other people during this week. So we're going to get you a spirit card, meaning, your spiritual well-being. And that kind of usually ties everything together. Let's have a look. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So that makes sense because I think you will have some very good energy, some very uplifting energy on an emotional and an energetic level. But you will also need to find rest, I would say, on a mental level. And so these are sort of the ups and downs of the wheel that just keeps on spinning. And, sometimes you find yourself at the top of the wheel, sometimes you find yourself at the bottom. That's really just a cycle. And I think you are coming to the end of a cycle with 2 10s here in regards to a situation that could be about money, finances, or your physical well-being. I don't see anything that needs to be... I would say if there was a problem here, I would look into what could be a solution. But I don't really see that here. I just really feel like this is your energetic forecast. This is what's going to happen. And I don't really feel like there's any major difficulty. In fact, it looks really good to me. And it looks like groups around you will find some, not necessarily closure, but healing in a way. Or solutions that can come up. And they can come up through discussion, conversation, meetings, preparation, planning, that kind of thing. But you're definitely heading towards a solution or an end. And I think it will work out very well for you. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is also destiny, and it's also good luck. It's fortune. It can be fleeting, but, it'll come around again. That's just the Wheel of Fortune. Just keeps on spinning. All right, so I hope this has been helpful. I will be back in a week with your lunar forecast. And this looks pretty sunny to me. Okay. Have a great week. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye.